It was the nightmare of the ancient seas, a fire that water could not kill, a flame that burned on the waves.
For centuries, the greatest city on Earth stood invincible, guarded by a secret darker than the deep. Hidden in the shadows of the palace, alchemists brewed a recipe that would change history. Its formula was a state secret. To reveal it was to invite a slow and painful death. It was the world's first flamethrower, a masterpiece of ancient engineering designed for total destruction, steam and pressure. Long before the industrial age, we had harnessed the power of the blast. An unstoppable invasion. Or so they thought, until the lion began to breathe. A roar of thunder and a river of fire. The air itself seemed to scream as the liquid ignited. There was no escape on board. Wood, cloth, and skin, it consumed everything it touched in seconds. The soldiers cried for the gods. But the water they prayed for only fed the devil's flame. The ocean had become a trap, a floating hell, where the very elements had turned against man. The internal structure of these vessels relies on a precise balance of chemical energy, a principle understood even in antiquity. Distillation. We were refining the blood of the earth long before the age of oil.
It wasn't just for ships. Handheld bombs carried the terror into the heart of every siege. A splash of death. One throw could clear a wall or turn a gate into a furnace. This was the divine shield. Constantinople survived because it possessed the fire of the stars. The legend of the fire spread faster than the flame itself. A weapon of psychological terror. Only sand and vinegar could slow it, Hunt. But who carries a desert into a naval battle?
Every ship was a floating lab. The pipes had to be perfect, or the fire would consume the crew.
And then, the secret vanished. As empires fell, the recipe was lost to the dust of history.